Okay. Tara? Jill Lewis, could you lead us off in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Up here.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Rabbi Seamers, the invocation. Sir, would you like us to sit or stand?
Be seated.
Thank you. Here's the roll with the punches.
Assembled citizens, supervisor, councilmen and women, Mr. Claus. God of healing, out of the depths we cry to you today. Comfort all in our nation who are mourning. Be with the parents and the grandparents who grieve. Forge our hearts in unity as one people as we stand with those who are suffering today and with those in Newton, and those around the world who are grieving. Be with the living as we have faith that you are with those who rest in your presence. Guide your servants, Lord. Give us strength in our struggle to recover and to rebuild. Give us courage and discernment as we seek to protect the most vulnerable and to preserve the blessings of life and liberty for all who dwell among us. Guard those charged with the safety of society. Strengthen those who serve the public good. May we be worthy of the words of the prophet, Zion will be redeemed by righteousness. May the innocence of youth be restored. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. Amen. Rabbi Seamers, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think everybody knows it's with great sadness that Councilman Jim Lull, I report that Councilman Jim Lull passed away earlier this week. And I don't want to let this moment pass because I was thinking about something. A reporter had asked me a question about the animal shelter, and one of the things, I worked on the town board for a long time, and Councilman Lull was like Councilman Wooten in his drive to get the animal shelter, to build a new shelter. The emphasis was less on privatization then, but it was to build a new shelter. And we've been working on this a long time with the North Fork Animal Welfare League and people before that. And some of you may understand this and some of you may not, but I'll say it anyway. I'm convinced that Councilman Lull was there and made this happen. Because it all, even though we were working on this privatization, this wouldn't have happened. It just stuns me that it happened so quickly, and I don't think it would have happened without Councilman Lull. So I truly believe that he was there. We didn't know it, and that he had some unfinished business, and he got this done. And today, I think you're going to have, I believe, a unanimous vote of the town board for the privatization of the animal shelter. And it is a fitting tribute to Councilman Lull. And I would just like for a full minute of silence for Councilman Lull. peace of the Lord be with Councilman Lull and his family at this very difficult time. So we have, we're going to be a little more upbeat now. Warren McKnight, would you like to, could you give Warren the microphone so he can introduce his guest and maybe stand for the camera? Excuse me, Santa Claus. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, thank you. This is on? Can anybody hear me with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it is with great pleasure and an honor to have Harriet Haas, citizen of Riverhead, to sing again at Town Hall. And before Harriet sings, she wants to thank the town board for the wonderful party they had. And enough about this. Harriet has a puppet here, and I'm going to give her the microphone, and she's going to speak to the town board for a few seconds, and then she will sing some holiday songs.
Hello, I'm Anna and I came with Harriet. Hello. And I want to thank the town board for the wonderful party that they had in the senior center for the 10th anniversary of the senior center and the wonderful entertainment. And thank you, Sean, for paying for all those entertainers and all the understanding. And thank you very much. And now, Santa will sing a few songs. Okay. Okay. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin, mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. This one's for you, little one over there. You were just 3, so I'm gonna sing a song just for you. You were just 3. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. And he's making a list. He's checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming. Oh, Santa Claus is coming. Yes, Santa Claus is coming to town. He really is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, Harriet. All right, so this is a rather wonderful occasion for the town of Riverhead. We we hired 5 new police officers, I think the last town board meeting, and 4 of the 5 started in the academy. One of them was a police officer and I believe started on Monday. The rest of you, with those nice new shiny haircuts, I guess started Monday in the academy. And what I'd like to do is we're going to bring all the officers up one at a time, and we're going to start with, well, before I say it and they come up, I'm going to have the town board stand in the gap here. We'll have I see the PBA president and the chief of police, if you guys could come on up. And we're going to have Christopher Burns with his family. Okay.
I did. I really did. Hi, Dixon. Merry Christmas.
Stand here. Where's your family?
Look at that hat up.
Which side you want?
They all should have them. Chief. You like it that much, they all should be wearing them.
Right.
Come on, family.
You probably should sit right there.
Don't go there. It's gotta be easy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but that's
Big
okay.
Italian family,
Pictures
right?
Hey.
I'm just going to give you a hint. After I say aye, you're going to state your name.
Clear the whole room up.
I'm not saying it.
Back here, whatever, we're gonna take pictures, so it'll be in a little newspaper. Check out Riverhead Local, check out
You
Riverhead
guys in the shot, come up closer. Are you afraid of the kid? Come on, come up closer. Get out, surround them. You know, come on, come on. You guys are all afraid. All right. Christopher, if you raise your right hand. I
Christopher Burns,
do solemnly swear that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States. You say that. Solemnly
I do
swear
solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully perform the duties of the rank of police officer for the Riverhead Police Department
and I will faithfully perform the duties of the rank of police officer for Riverhead Police Department
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Thank you very much. Diane, you want to congratulate Ryan? Actually, have to sign the
Should shorten that phrasing down just a little bit.
And you can go on, sort of have a long picture. Riverhead Local.
Next one up, Rex Farr. Oh, no. And he left. What we're going to do is have all the officers up afterwards, but if you want to take some photographs, I don't know. Okay, all right. Congratulations. We're going to have you come right back when everybody's sworn in. Can we have Sean Evans and his family?
Now I'm getting pictures.
surround him like you love him. Give him, All right, the way this works, Sean, is I say this and you repeat it. Where it says state your name, I don't say that. So after I say I, you say?
Sean Evans.
There you go. Raise your right hand.
I, Sean Evans,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully perform the duties
and that I will faithfully perform the duties
of the rank of police officer for the Riverhead Police Department
of the rank of police officer for the Riverhead Police Department
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Much better.
Hey, go ahead and round them.
We learned from you, Chris. See that? We shortened it just a little bit.
All right, Patrick
Print legibly your name here. I'll film it.
Lazewski. Did I get it close? Say it again.
So I can read it.
First and last.
The Riverhead name. You can't make that up.
That's right.
I can.
You have to speak a little Polish for us because that was
And you're
talk of the
fluent in
town.
Polish.
Okay.
Believe that?
I'm going to say it in Polish. No, I'm not. Actually, if your father wants to translate it, I can make you say it in Polish. I have that ability. Okay, you got the drill, right?
Yep.
You understand? I
I, Patrick Lazewski,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully perform the duties
that I will faithfully perform the duties
of the rank of police officer for the Riverhead Police Department
of the rank of police officer for the Riverhead Police Department
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Oh, did you want more pictures?
Do you want a picture of
Yeah, go ahead, and then when you finish.
There you go.
Pops looks like he'd be your brother.
Sign and print legibly. Just on that one, yeah. Print so I can read it.
I'll let you know.
Right behind you.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you. I have David Von Voigt.
Who? Your family.
You made me. Wait. Sorry. David, how you doing?
He was the happiest day after his interview.
Pretend you like him. You got this, right?
I think so.
I
David Von Voigt,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully perform the duties
and I will faithfully perform the duties
of rank of police officer for the Riverhead Police Department
of rank of police officer for the Riverhead Police Department
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Dave, you
Oh,
have to
Dave,
sign.
you have to sign.
So just sign there.
Richard.
And then you're going to print legibly.
Get done. Give me a big.
Danny, how close were your mom?
John, did you talk to her?
Danny Hogan, come on up with your family.
Congratulations, best of luck.
Jeannie, she's 11, same as it is.
Where is she?
She's at school, she had a final tonight, that was at 6.
Okay.
Oh, got a junior police officer coming up here.
Come on, get close to him like you know the kid. All right, we ready? You got it, right?
Yes, I do.
I
I, Daniel Hogan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully perform the duties
and I will faithfully perform the duties
of the rank of police officer
of the rank of police officer
for the Riverhead Police Department
for the Riverhead Police Department
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You made it in time for the pictures, Jeannie.
That's really old, man.
There you go.
All right, I'd like to have the rest of the police officers come up. We're going to take a group picture, and I want to introduce you to somebody you'll probably get to know very well, and it's not the police chief, it's the PBA president. Come on up. You already know the police chief. I'm inviting you up. Come on, guys, don't be afraid. Danny, stay here. We're going to take a picture. Danny, I'm not shaking your head. Introduce yourself. You need to know who this guy is. That's your PBA president. I don't know, how do you want us to arrange
Jill wants
it?
us over here. Jill wants us over here.
Okay, that's fine.
Who does?
Jill.
Lois Lane over there?
It'd be nice to get everyone together.
Oh, yeah.
Lois Lane, so.
Tall boys.
Yeah, what's up? I used to be tall too.
Throw it in the front there.
You can't see the camera, it can't see you.
You can?
Shoot.
Guys, all to jump up at once, ready?
I prohibit that. Okay. All right, guys, I just want to say congratulations to all of you. It is
Good luck.
my privilege and honor to swear you in and have you as police officers, and good luck for the four
luck
of
in
you
the
in the academy.
academy, David, you know I love you. I used to fit in a suit like that too.
Thank you.
Never.
Shrinking.
All right.
I can take the hat off now?
Yeah, you can take the hat off. Councilman Dunleavy appreciates it.
Happy holidays. You look good with your hat on.
Okay, got a couple of more announcements, and then we're going to get started. I want to thank Ivy Acres, Mr. Jack Van de Wettering. He donated the poinsettias and the Christmas trees and wreaths and wraps to help decorate the town buildings, and Mr. Van de Wettering is always right there when the town needs decorating, and we're eternally grateful for that. I also want to congratulate our town clerk, Diane Wilhelm. She has met the stringent education and work experience to receive the association's certification as a registered municipal clerk. So that's a good thing.
Congratulations.
Can we put that on your door?
Yeah, I do my big sign.
And finally, want to congratulate the Riverhead NJROTC drill team. They took home 10 trophies and placed overall at the regional drill competition held this past weekend. So my congratulations to the ROTC. Those men and women are probably the future police officers and leaders of this town, so we're eternally grateful for them as well. And my note here from Jill says, make sure you close the meeting with a Merry Christmas. So in case I forget that, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and thank you for coming. But don't leave yet, because we're not there. All right. Yes, if John, if you can make a motion to approve.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes of the town board meeting of November 20th, 2012, and December 4th, 2012. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The minutes are approved.
Okay. Applications, Diane.
Okay, let's see. Under applications, a special permit petition from James DeLuca for Dr. Jeffrey Nazar for construction of a one-story building and one-story addition to property at 189 Main Road, Accaboag, Suffolk County Tax Map number 600-85-2-96.6 and 7. And also a Chapter 90 application was submitted for Riverhead Adventures, and that's a 5K and 10K run at the EPCAL property on May 25th, 2013 and August 10th, 2013. Under correspondence, there were 15 letters expressing concern at the possibility of a settlement of a lawsuit that would impact property at the intersection of Route 25 and Manor Road in Calverton. There were also 114 letters expressing concern over a major zoning change on Youngs Avenue in Calverton. That's it.
Okay. Are there any other committee reports? Or Diane, we didn't have reports, and I guess there was no reports today.
No.
Any committee reports?
Yes, we are having a bike drive in the town of Riverhead for the Alternative Transportation Committee. There will be an essay contest throughout the schools in Riverhead Township, and whoever wins the essay contest, we expect to get about 25 bicycles. Cornell Cooperative Extension and Creating Healthy Places will be buying new helmets for the children that win the bicycles. And so if you have a bicycle and it's gently used, you can bring it down to Twin Forks Bicycle. They'll give you a discount on future purchases at that store, and you'll be helping kids who may not be able to go out and buy a bicycle. So that's all.
All right, good, thank you. Anybody else?
I don't have, it's not a committee report, but during the holiday season, I think it's important that for those of us in the community that have the wherewithal to remember the food pantries and the Catholic charities and the clothing stores and make sure they stay well stocked for the holiday. There are a lot of people that are having a hard time this year for the holidays. So if you have some spare food and drop it off at the food pantries, that'd be great.
All right, thank you.
And it's not a committee report, I just want to thank the supervisor and Councilman Wooten on negotiating the contract with for our animals of this town to be safely kept from now on with the Norfolk Animal League. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We have one public hearing scheduled, and that was scheduled for 7:05, and it is now 7:30. And I'm going to open up the public hearing for the consideration of a local law to amend Chapter 108 titled Zoning of the Riverhead Town Code, Light Industrial Zoning District. And this actually is, I'm glad we did put this forward because I don't think YMCA is, the reports of its demise are greatly over exaggerated. I think it may still be coming to EPCAL. So this public hearing would allow in the light industrial L1 zoning use district health spas, health-related facilities, including health clubs, gymnasiums, health spas, and wellness center. Does anybody wish to be heard on this matter? Okay, not seeing anybody. I will close the public hearing, and what is, excuse me, the 18th. We'll leave it open for written comment until December 28th at 4:30 p.m. in the town clerk's office. Thank you. We're going to take comments on resolutions now. There is one that will be coming off the floor. I don't know why we call it the floor. It really should be off the table, but it's not a tabled resolution. And this is a resolution for the Highway Department for storm cleanup from fund balance to repairs and maintenance, and hopefully we'll be reimbursed from.
This isn't highway department.
Oh, I'm sorry, historic properties, I was looking at something else. Historic properties, this is actually for the East Lawn Building.
Carriage
Fund
house.
balance, the carriage house, $6,250 from fund balance to repair and maintenance. I don't know why I said highway department, thinking highway department. And that's it. All right, does anybody wish to be heard on resolutions?
Good evening, Steve Romano, Riverhead. Merry Christmas. Can you expand a little bit on Resolution 956, some sort of agreement with George Huckbuckner Incorporated or whatever that's all about?
Yes, what we're doing is hiring, like actually many towns have, a professional lobbyist to work with us on EPCAL. We're close, but we're not there yet, and this is sort of, Mr. Hochbruckner, what's happened a lot in the negotiation of EPCAL is some people like to rewrite history, and it's difficult for this town board sometimes to refute that rewriting of history. You cannot rewrite history with the guy that wrote the law and wrote the history of EPCAL. So we believe that this is the best person for the job, and that's what we're doing. And it's a 7-month contract, $7,000.
What will he lobby
A
for?
6-month contract, I'm sorry.
What will he lobby for? I'm assuming he's lobbying in Albany?
He's going to lobby in Albany. Well, we're going to start local first. We're going to lobby for the subdivision, not a subdivision for one project or another project, just the subdivision of the property to try to get the aggregate, the most acreage aggregated together in one location, the way the town board has pushed forward. He's going to be lobbying in Albany. We were able to get that EPCAL planning legislation through the Senate. He's going to lobby in, I assume we'll get it passed through the Senate again next year. He'll lobby in the Assembly for that. If we're not able to get the EPCAL, the subdivision done at the local level, he's going to lobby in Albany for that as well, but he has something else that he's going to do that would be very, very difficult for this town board to do, which would be to go down to Washington, D.C. to lobby. You see, they wrote this law for this property to be used for economic development, and even though, you know, we'll talk to the legislators about this, the congressmen and the senators, there's a difference between a former colleague talking to you who voted on it, again, back to, he wrote the legislation with Congressman Schumer at the time and others. So if need be, he will go back to Washington to help us. We're at a very critical juncture. We're close, but we're not there yet.
He gets a flat rate, or he gets...
$7,000 a month for a 6-month period.
I'd make a suggestion. I'd pay him on his results rather than a flat rate. That if he was successful, give him $100,000, and if he's unsuccessful, give him $0. Because it always sounds good, and it's really a shame that we have to hire the former assemblyman who wrote the law. I caught a little bit of that.
He's a congressman.
Yeah.
He's an
He was the assembly when
assemblyman.
when they wrote the DEC laws, and I caught a little bit of that a while back when you guys would have a discussion with him, and you were saying, Sean, that hopefully people, you know, the DEC could look through the town board's eyes, and the town board could look through their eyes, and he actually was saying that he was defending the DEC, saying, well, they're only following the law. The legislature creates the law. The law should be fairly black and white, so you don't have an agency like the DEC then creating 1,000 other regulations. I was so frustrated watching that. If I had it right, 4,000 acres have been preserved, and we're still arguing over 1,000 acres of development that we need to hire a lobbyist. How sad.
You're correct, and I agree, but you have to remember something. This is the largest commercial industrial subdivision in New York State, and it may be the largest commercial industrial subdivision in the Northeast. it is not without a lot of pain. And if you think about the pain that's been endured, and I hate to bring supervisors up, but Supervisor Villela, Supervisor Kozakevich, Supervisor Cardinelli, in no small part, didn't get reelected because of this. It's just the amount of resources. I intend to go to this, I think the board wants to go to this fight armed with the weapons we need, and I don't mean literally weapons, but the information, the tools we need to win the fight to get this done, and it's time for a little reinforcement.
I hope he's successful in the town board. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas.
And he seems to know the people, all the people that were involved back then with the DEC, that worked for the DEC, that are now up in Albany, and he's also said that he would be lobbying for money for us to get for the infrastructure for development also. So there's, he'll be dedicating a lot of his time up in Albany, and it's very costly to be up in Albany, and for him to say, I'm going to do it for zero and based on results, and then put the money out to travel to and from and to stay there and put all that out, and it takes him 6 months, and then at the end of 6 months he's successful and he gets reimbursed, but it's still a lot to be.
No, I understand both ways, but it always seems like, you know, you hire a lobbyist, and then if there's no results, you pay them anyway. But let's pray that he's successful. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody else wish to be heard on resolutions? Mr. Hampton.
On the same one. A new election year in Riverhead always starts.
Could you state your name for the record?
I will. It's Richard Amper, A-M-P-E-R.
Thank you.
A new election year in Riverhead always starts the EPCAL blame game. I think the supervisor just enumerated any number of his predecessors who come within a year of re-election time, and they say, well, you know, we're not going to really...
I'm not familiar with the EPCAL blame game.
The EPCAL blame game is where supervisors from Stark to Cardinelli come forward and they say, well, we seem to be unable to get EPCAL on the market the way we would like to, and it's alternatively the DEC, the Pine Barrens Commission, the federal...
Let me just state for the record, I am not blaming anybody. I am fully cognizant of what has to happen to get this subdivided, and I'm working, I believe the DEC are partners in this, and we'll get it done. So I'm not blaming anybody. It's just a lot of work.
This particular supervisor has gone to the New York State Pine Barrens Commission and argued that the Pine Barrens Commission has no jurisdiction over government land. None of, even of his predecessors have gone so far as to make that kind of assertion. The summoning of representatives from 3 federal agencies here to come in and make clear or to use their offices to impose the economic development objectives at EPCAL on local government agencies. I spoke only as recently as 2 weeks ago to Senator Laval, who is confident that this thing can move forward and doesn't want federal intervention. I'm not taking exception to former Representative Hawk Bruckner's representing this town. That's your business. He did a great job as a congressman. He did a particularly good job, because I was there while he was doing it, in making sure that this land came to the town of Riverhead for economic development. But I'm hearing from him in his presentation some of the things that you saw quoted in the paper, the same kinds of things that I've heard from this administration, and that is that we don't seem to understand that this land was for economic development. No one understands this better than I. From the time that the land was made available to Riverhead, I have strongly advocated for this. As recently as 3 weeks ago, I publicly said that we would get together with environmentalists and ask them to come forward with whatever preservation was required under law, and that everything else should be used for economic development.
Actually, we did that already, and you all agreed in my office several times on the subdivision. You did do that, so I thank you for your time doing that.
What I am very, very eager to see happen is for us to complete this. But when I read in the paper that, well, they set aside 3,000 acres for the Otis Pike Preserve, and there's 1,000 acres within the fence line that has already been preserved, and as former Congressman Hawk Bruckner has reminded us, this land was set aside for economic development. Now, we seem to be hiring him because despite the fact that it's been set aside for economic development, we can't seem to get it done, and the implication seems to be that somebody thinks that it's not for economic development, and I can't find him. If he's come to go to war with the opponents of economic development, save your money. There aren't any.
No, he's not. The other part of it is the EPCAL planning legislation, which is going to be just landmark for this state when we get it passed. It's very difficult for a little Republican town supervisor to get meetings with Shelley Silver and people like that, so that's the other part of it. And that has nothing to do really with the subdivision, but just the whole process the state of New York functions under with this type of property.
I am not even recommending to this town board whether it needs to hire Mr. Hawk Bruckner, and if you were looking for a gentleman who understood it and wanted the result that we all want, couldn't find anybody more disposed to doing that. I've had conversations with him. Let me express my fear. The issue seems, again, as it has been biannually ever since the land was transferred to the town, to at least appear to be a battle between environmental preservation and economic development, and it's not. And here's my...
I agree with you 100%.
I really didn't come to debate you here. If I could just be heard, if you understand my concern and respond to the concern, that's all I can ask you. What I don't want to appear, it appeared to me, it appeared to be other people, both in and out of government, that somehow there was some debate, some argument, some who held that the property should not be used for economic development, and I am here to assure this town board no such soul exists. Everybody wants it developed, and I've gone to the point of to the environmental community and said, and I want it understood that it's not a question of how much land you'd like to see preserved. There should not be 1 acre more preserved than is required by state environmental law. This land was designed for economic development, but it has not been the environment that got in the way. And here's the fear, and this is what I'd like you to sort out, and I think you can. The fear is that Mr. Hawk Bruckner could be perceived as coming in with this economic development agenda as though he has a fight with the environmental community and as though the environmental laws need to be subordinated, as has been suggested at the Pine Barrens Commission, at the DEC, and with the federal folks that came in here and visited. That would be the only thing that I believe that could stand in the way of a resolution, which I agree is close at hand, because the only thing that would make environmentalists change their position is if they thought that there was some undoing of state environmental laws that go way beyond EPCAL, and that they would then have to stand up and fight. We have, for 15 years, avoided an economy versus the environment kind of fight here, and I just don't want there to be a perception that the town is hiring a gunslinger to come in here and fight the environment. So how do you do that? Before you approve this, and it's Christmas, he's not working on Christmas. Before you approve the appointment, can you provide in some explicit detail what he's going to do and what he's not going to do? Because I know the man. I believe he will sit down with anyone who genuinely wants to see the excuses and the land be profitably used as we all intended. So please be sure about that, because I don't want to see a war kindled by the perception that this is a battle between economic development and the environment when it's not. The last thing you folks want to do is to create a war that doesn't exist today.
I agree with you 100%. You have my word that that will not happen, and I think the board agrees with that as well.
I agree with you. I think
Right. So
he's flattering himself. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get it done. We'll get it done. And George is the right guy, because he's not the guy that creates unnecessary conflict. Does anybody else wish to be heard on resolutions? Not seeing anybody. Let's.
I'd like to close the town board meeting, make a motion to close the town board meeting, and open the community development meeting. So moved.
And seconded.
Seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio?
Yes.
Gabrielson?
Yes.
Wooten?
Yes.
Dunleavy?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
The Community Development Agency meeting is open. CDA Resolution Number 20 authorizes the chairman to execute a license agreement with Riverhead Adventures LLC.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio?
Yes.
Gabrielson?
Yes.
Wooten?
Yes.
Dunleavy?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
The resolution is therefore duly adopted, and that completes the business of the CDA.
Can we close the resolution to close the town board meeting? Close the CDA and reopen the town board
I'd
meeting?
like to close the CDA meeting and reopen the town board meeting. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
I'll do it. Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What, are you running away from
Town
me?
board meeting
No,
is
it's not tough.
reopened.
She leave the state. Chris, we gonna have another resolution later?
We haven't, no, they're still in negotiation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
Okay, thanks.
Did we reopen the town
did.
board meeting? So let's take up the first town board resolution. And I voted yes from the hallway. I was sort of in the room.
Resolution 943.
943 is a general fund buildings and grounds budget adjustment. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 944.
General fund, marina and docks, budget adjustment. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 945.
2012 New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation Clean Vessel Act Assistance Program budget adoption. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 946.
Police Department budget adjustment. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 947.
This amends resolution 454. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Going to abstain.
Okay. Resolution adopted. Resolution 948.
Setting terms and conditions of employment for deputy tax receiver Corey Pike. So moved.
Jerry.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Fixed it, right, to
Yes.
75%?
Yes, they did.
Open show 75.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 949.
Promotes a maintenance mechanic in the sewer district. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
We've lost a couple of people in the sewer district and a couple that are retiring, so this will be filling that position which is needed in the sewer district. Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yeah, by law, we need a wastewater treatment plant operator. And he's been to school, he did everything, he passed all his tests, so I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 950.
Appoints call-in personnel for the Riverhead Recreation Department. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 951.
This authorizes notice to bidders for sanitary pump station upgrades, hangar pump station for the Calvert and Sewer District, contract number CASD 0504 HPS.
So one change on the first resolve, second sentence, it should be January 3, 2013.
2013?
On the first page, on the resolution itself.
Oh, it should be what now, January what?
Well, it should be 2013, I don't think we're putting it in the
Okay.
I don't think we're putting it in
All right.
January 3,
Okay.
2012.
Yeah.
All right. Move this amended.
We ready?
Okay, George.
Okay, seconded.
Moved and seconded as amended.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 953.
Lord have
Excuse me,
mercy,
wait a
it is
minute.
a really good day in this town.
I need 952.
153?
I have two 953s.
We have it
Where we got, so this would be
I
952.
don't have a 952.
You got 253, so one of them's not the same.
You want to take the one off
Are they the same?
the floor?
Yeah, the same.
Wait, where's
Wait a minute.
Same.
952's rescind resolution?
Yeah,
Diane, is it outside the book?
it could be, if you'll check.
Well, let's,
Yeah, so it was just,
Yeah, what's it say on the,
so why don't we,
resolution number 860.
right.
953?
No, I don't have it, I have two 953s.
No, we just
probably
have to take
stuck in
one out.
that
that's
copy
all.
machine with 2 million copies on it.
Yeah, we just have to take one out.
No, but this one's missing.
952 is
There is
missing.
a real
Oh.
952.
All right, well, let's call
We can-
953 while we look for
All right.
952.
Good idea.
953.
All right, authorize the settlement of legal action by Field Day LLC and AEG Live LLC against the town of Riverhead and Riverhead Police Chief David Hagmiller. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
All right.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 954.
Approves application for amendment of freshwater wetlands inventory for McGann Mercy High School, Suffolk County Tax Map number 600-82-3-6. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 955.
This appoints Sinreich, Kosakoff, and Messina LLP as special counsel in the matter of Donna M. Slatninsky et al. Versus the town of Riverhead et al. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Abstain.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 956.
Authorize supervisor to execute professional services agreement with George Hock Bruckner and Associates Incorporated. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
I am really very confident that with Mr. Hochbuckler's help, that we will be successful in subdividing the FPL property. I know it's a lot of money to spend, but he has dedicated and said he will dedicate his time to work with the environmental group and with the people in Albany and Washington to not only subdivide the property, but to seek infrastructure money, which will be needed in order to create the jobs that we lost when Grumman left. So I am very supportive of Mr. Hochbuckner. I'm looking forward to going to Albany with him, and I know that he'll do a fine job representing the town of Riverhead. Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Well, from what I know of Mr. Hochbuckner, I spoke to him a few times with the board. Early on, when Supervisor Walter got elected, he championed this land use reuse study with VHB and Trees Alkowitz, and I supported that endeavor. I thought that was a great way to go, to bring everybody to the table and let's iron out everything that's a spirit of cooperation and moving this town forward. I don't think anybody disputes what the end game for EPCAL would have been for this region. It definitely would give us for economic incentives for the district, actually for the entire area. So this goes hand in hand with that agenda as far as I'm concerned. VHB did a great job, and I think it needs to be more focused. So I think in some ways, I don't want this to be perceived as a marshal coming in with a 6-gun. I want this to be more of staying along the lines of doing reasonable people can sit down and come up with a reasonable plan. So I'll support it, yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes, we spent a lot of money at EPCAL so far for a regional development of this economic generator. And to stop it in midstream and say that we're not gonna hire no one that knows Albany by the back of his hand, that knows Washington, went to school with a lot of people up in Albany, has the contacts up there, and maybe be able to help us. We can't let this thing fly through our fingers. So I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 957.
Now you want to do 952?
Sure. Resolution 952.
Rescinds Resolution 880 of 2012, which declares...
860.
Wait a second. Rescinds Resolution 860 of 2012 declares Route 58 LLC in default in connection with site plan approval of the construction of a bowling center and accepts a irrevocable letter of credit of Route 58 LLC as to water key fees, All Star Lanes of Aqua LLC. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
And just question, I thought we voted on this last meeting, we didn't?
We voted to declare them default, and then they came forward with the letter to extend.
And I thought we did, but I thought we rescinded that.
No.
I vote yes.
Dunleavy.
I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Now resolution 957.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Yes, it is. Authorizes the supervisor to execute an agreement with North Fork Animal Welfare League Inc. for operation of the Town of Riverhead Animal Shelter. So moved.
Can I dance now?
And seconded.
Not yet.
You and Chief with field day with the animal shelter.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Very happy day in Riverhead. I agree with the supervisor. Absolutely yes.
Wooten.
It is a good day. Of course, I support the resolution. I think it's been a long time coming. I think it's a good thing for the animal kingdom. It really is. I think the networking. I did have a conversation with Denise Lucas tonight. Told her about it, and she says that it's going to work very well with her 501c3 to work with the North Fork Animal League to get her agenda and her mission accomplished. So it really is a good fit all the way around for the town. So I vote yes.
Dunleavy.
I'm gonna vote yes because it's not gonna be known as the Riverhead Dog Shelter anymore. This is gonna be the Animal Shelter, and when necessary, they'll take many other animals, including livestock, birds, pet rodents, snakes, and other exotic animals. So this is gonna be a truly animal shelter.
We always do.
So I vote yes.
Walter.
Rex, can you believe we got here? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 958.
Authorize the supervisor to execute a lease agreement with the Kiwanis Club of Greater Riverhead for the storage of toys for tots. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
And there's another great thing that we have a group that's in Riverhead, the Kiwanis Club, and what they're doing, they're going to be distributing the toys for tots that the Marine Corps collect for the North Fork. And we're letting them use the old firehouse on 2nd Street to store it, so it doesn't cost them any money. So I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 959.
This authorizes the town clerk to publish and post a public notice to change the date of the Riverhead Town Board meeting. So moved.
And seconded.
This moved and seconded. This was, just so everybody understands, we had the last board meeting on New Year's Day and some people, New Year's Eve, and some people thought that might not have been prudent of us, so we've moved it back a little bit to our work session.
I'll be in much better shape New Year's Eve than what we New Year's Day.
So we'll move it back to Thursday before, right?
Right.
Oh.
I
Okay,
think that
so
works.
Giglio.
moved and seconded, vote please, thank you.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yeah, we need this to close out the year's work, so I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 960.
Authorize adoption of the incorporation of certain private roads into the town of Riverhead's highway system pursuant to New York State Highway Law, Section 189, Highways by Use. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
The highway superintendent has inspected the roads and is ready to take them on, so I'll vote yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 961.
Accepts the resignation of a public safety dispatcher 1. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Chief, we called for the list? Thank you.
Resolution 962.
21st Century Oncology Sewer Extension Capital Project, budget adjustment, so moved.
And I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 963.
This authorizes amendment to the Resolution 940 for extension of time to remit real property taxes for senior citizens receiving enhanced start pursuant to Section 425 or Section 467 of the New York State Real Property Tax Law. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 964.
Appoints representative to the Peconic Bay Region Community Preservation Fund Advisory Opinion Bureau. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Couldn't think of a better person. Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Oh, sorry.
I'm so excited about the Animal Welfare League, I'm carried away. Go ahead, Jim.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes, this is one of our deputy town attorneys, and he does a great job.
There's no problem giving the paper.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 965.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute a settlement agreement with CSC Acquisition New York Inc., Cablevision, regarding a Cablevision franchise compliance fee audit. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 966.
Amends Resolution 942, authorizes the town clerk to publish and post a public notice to consider a local law to amend Chapter 108 of the River Town Code entitled Zoning, Site Plan Review, 108-132, Contents of Application. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Which is the issue date? Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
It's my election day, January 15th.
Town board meeting that day, too.
Yes.
There's a nice town board meeting.
Resolution adopted. Resolution
Wow.
967.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute a stipulation with an employee holding civil service job 500201 with the town of Riverhead Police Department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Jim,
Resolution
thanks for
adopted.
getting this worked out.
Welcome. Sorry if I make it sweeter.
Resolution 968.
Establishes time of regular meetings of the town board. So moved.
And seconded.
Hold on, we did the same thing again, December 31st, 2013 is what we have as our last
Yeah.
meeting. So let's try to get this right. I have a
That's on
calendar.
that Thursday.
Do you have a calendar?
I have the calendar. You know, I have more of these if you want one
I
for
do
your
have
desk.
a calendar for
December,
next year.
When's the 31st? What day is that?
26th, December 26th is the last Thursday. So why don't we change that meeting to December 26th as opposed to 31st for the last town board meeting?
Okay.
26.
26th,
26th.
that is, yep, that's correct.
As amended.
So moved as amended.
Not gonna work.
Second one.
I have a feeling you're gonna change that next year.
Why?
Day after Christmas.
Oh, that's true. Well,
There's a couple of these.
the 21st is up.
How about the
21st is a couple days away anyway.
The 27th is a Friday.
Yeah,
We're
that's all right.
gonna have to fix that all in all. Yeah.
Well, you want to do it the 27th? Nobody's going to want to do it for the same reason they don't want to do it this year.
Do the 30th.
And that's why I think we
30th,
set
right?
it for
What do you want to do with
because we were just said it's just gonna be a quick.
You want to do it the 30th, that Monday?
Can we do it Monday?
All right, do it the 30th.
The 30th, okay.
Amend it one more time.
Right, yeah,
We can always do it then again.
yeah, I just want it's already in the paper. Remember,
sent it.
you guys agreed to it on
Deadline,
Thursday, we had to
so
put it in the paper.
Ah,
So
we'll
just
figure it out later. Leave it
We'll
alone.
just leave it, we'll amend it then.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
Government that way.
We're just gonna leave it at the 31st.
Just leave it as is.
Leave it at
And
the
then
31st.
Tara and I will work it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
We'll do the same thing next year.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Wait.
Giglio.
Sure will
Yes.
be.
Well, we'll never know.
Gabrielson.
One never knows.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 969.
Pays bills.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. And then we have the one
Off the floor. Can we get a motion to take general fund historic properties budget adjustment off the floor?
So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded is to take off the floor?
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The resolution number 970 is taken off the floor. 970 for adoption.
Okay, general fund, historical properties, budget adjustment. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 970 is adopted.
Okay, that concludes the town government resolution portion of our meeting. We open the floor up to comments about anything that may concern the town or the board, and we ask you to keep it to 5 minutes, though we very rarely seem to enforce that. Mr. Romano.
I hate to be a pain and belabor the point, but after Rich Champa spoke, I'm totally confused about the EPCAL situation. My understanding was that you hired the consulting engineers, they developed a study, they proposed 2 subdivision proposals, an A and a B with so many lots, and he's saying that the environmentalists in that area don't have any problem. So what's the problem? Why do we need a lobbyist to go to Albany, Washington? I don't get it. What's the problem? There has to be a problem.
The devil's in the details.
Okay, you don't want to go any further than that?
Devil's in the details. We all agree economic development, we just don't agree exactly where and how.
And how we're gonna get there.
It's a shame, we're this close.
We're
It's-
close.
You know what?
We are
You'd be
very
surprised.
close.
I don't even think we're gonna use Mr. Albrecht the whole 6 months. That's not close.
Sounds like the fiscal cliff in Washington, D.C. You know, they're
Except we're
close,
gonna
but
solve it.
Yeah.
We're gonna solve it.
I just have one other question to close out the year. I don't know when it happened, but it was a while back when the Wading River Motel got raided or whatever happened. And what was the end story with that thing?
They are, we didn't have to go to Supreme Court. They may be completely in compliance now. I don't know, Bob. They brought,
Well, I don't think they're completely in compliance, but they restored the areas, the rooms that were not,
So they were doing some illegal things,
and
and
they brought it back into compliance. Maybe they're not completely in compliance. I'm hearing, but we
they're
should-
close. You won't have to raid them again.
they've submitted plans and they submitted things to bring it in.
The problem is when people work with you, then it's okay. It's when they don't work with you that you have to take them to Supreme Court. They're working with us, we're getting everything in compliance, so it makes everybody happy.
All right, I got a couple more minutes. I'll make one more other comment. I did see a workshop session where there was discussion about, I don't know, some sort of criteria for a zoning board member. I don't know if it was planning board members too. I agree with Councilman Dunleavy. I think the biggest thing you want to look for is people with common sense, wisdom, integrity. I don't think they really have to know the zoning law. They have a zoning law lawyer there. I've watched a few of those where the zoning board meets. He tells them what the law is. You have to know how to read and write and maybe articulate a position. You'll listen to what the lawyer says. The other people come up. They a lot of times have lawyers. Most of them are pretty straightforward cases, you know. It just seems to be common sense. And now I think we're going down a road of maybe creating something that you really don't have to do. I mean, that's just my opinion anyway. Have a Merry Christmas one more time.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Does anybody else wish to, Larry Williams, how's that stop sign? It's crooked.
It's crooked.
That's your highway superintendent put that up.
That was the wind that went flying.
The FARs aren't gonna, Rex, you can't walk out of here with not making a comment on this, so come up here. Connie, come up here. This is a long time in coming. Are we happy? The animal community happy?
Thank you, each and every one of you. I was going to...
Say your name for the record. We
Rex
know who you
Farr.
are, but they don't.
Rex Farr, Calverton.
Thank you.
Connie Farr, Calverton.
Thank you.
It's thank you very much, guys. I think it's going to be a win-win situation. Merry Christmas, Riverhead.
And Merry Christmas to the animals.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to the animals, guys. But again, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody
Well,
else?
years, you won't have to see us now.
Well, that really is.
There'll be something.
I'm going to the last animal advisory meeting next month.
Anybody else wish to be heard? All right, motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
We should go buy them red sweaters and
Ladies,